Hello, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Ongakuri, the podcast where three friends come together and break down what's new in the Japanese music industry. This is the podcast for the week of April 17th, 2020. I'm your host, Ken, and with me we have Luna.
Hey everyone!
And unfortunately, that's it. Gray is currently volunteering something. So, unfortunately, he couldn't be with us today. So, Dos Compadres episode.
And hopefully the tripod will be back together next week.
Yes, that's for sure. But how have you been? What you been listening to?
Hodgepodge of stuff. So I actually started to get into the Johnnies. So I was listening to Arashi, the lovely Wash Your Hands video. I cannot get enough of that song and video, and now I have the Wash Your Hands song stuck in my head. And I've been also listening to Johnny's release, like a Happy Live, which showcased a lot of their groups, like Six Tones and Hey Say Jump, Sexy Zone. And I got really into it because there were some fun groups on there, some great songs. And I started listening to them. Also, listening to a lot of Edu again. She's been my number one with Spotlight. Some Chanmina, some Juju. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else really I've listened to. Just a lot of YouTube stuff. There's so many great artists putting concerts on YouTube and live videos that it's excited me. I also was listening to one of May's new digital singles. I can't say the title on here, but it is a fantastic song. And I guess I'll abbreviate it. F you to my ex. I love that song. It is amazing, and she released a live clip. I highly recommend you checking it out. There's a little profanity in it, but nonetheless, it's great. So, and Chanmina's acoustic version of Never Grow Up has been on repeat. Such an amazing song. And I've also been listening to Arcs, who we will hopefully talk about a little bit more soon. What about you, Ken? What has been on your playlist?
So right now it has been Ana Aiba's new EP Sign that just came back. It just came out yesterday, so there's that. Been also listening to a lot of Pont and Haneda Akari's new latest track also. There's a couple interesting things there. I've been listening to Polka Dot Singer's Jet Song again. Not too much out of the ordinary. I did just get Chapman's Credo's EP also that was released across all digital platforms, so it's really good as well. But besides that, nothing too much. I've been actually listening to a lot of video game soundtracks. The Final Fantasy VII Remake OTS is actually really amazing, and I highly recommend it. I've been playing the hell out of that game, along with the Persona 5 Royale original soundtrack as well, so that's been all the craze as of late. But with that, let's continue on to the release news here. And unfortunately, Gray had a majority of the articles, but Luna, you will take up the slot, so to speak. So go right ahead.
All right, so first up is Macaroni and Pizza. Macaroni Pencil has dropped their latest music video for their new album entitled Hope. The music video is also entitled Hope. You can check that out on our website, along with some information on their latest album.
Four-member rock band Pont released the much-sought-after first mini-album Pole across all music streaming platforms. Originally released back in November of last year to a limited release of only 500 copies, Pole has that lovely, nostalgic, happy-go-lucky pop-rock feel of the early aughts, with a splash of modern taste. You can check out more about this on our site and check them out. They are very, very interesting and probably a future music corner in the making.
Alright, so next up is the Rampage from Exile Tribe has dropped their latest music video entitled Invisible Love. This is a promotion for their upcoming single of the same title. The single will drop on April 22nd. You can check out more information on our site as well as pre-order links.
And continuing on up, Music Corner alum Yonige released a music video for their upcoming track, Kanzen na Asa, on their official YouTube channel. This is going to be the lead track for their upcoming album, Kanzen na Kaisha, which is due out to release on April 29th. You can check out more information about this on our site, as long as the music video in question. What's very interesting about this, it is produced by industry veteran Goto Masafumi, or Goach, from the lovely rock band Asian Kung Fu Generation.
That's actually very interesting. I love Agifu.
That is, yep, me too. Me too.
Next up is Japanese rock band Tokyo Jihen has dropped their latest music video, An no Fuzai Shomei, which is a promotion for their upcoming single News, which dropped on April 8th. You can check out the music video on our site, as well as a track listing for that latest EP, and also links are up as well.
And going on up, it is the singer-songwriter Yasuyuki Horigome announced that he will be releasing a brand new collaboration album called Good Vibrations 2 on May 13th. This will serve as a follow-up to his first Good Vibration album, which released back in 2017. And we'll have artists such as Little Tempo and Music Corner alum Tendre. Not much is known about the album except it will release with 5 tracks and have 2 editions. You can check out more about this on our site, along with his track What a Beautiful Night as well.
All right, next up is King News. Daiki Tsuneda gives a amazing performance in a new music video he dropped. He is one of the lead singers of the rock band, for those who don't know, and he has been playing the cello since he was 5 years old. This video is actually a part of the Hollywood Compile in New York collection, which was held on February 2nd in New York. You can check that video out on our site.
And continuing on up, it is the lovely 11-member female idol group Equal Love released a music video for their track Cameo on their official YouTube channel. This is going to be set to release on April 29th and will be the latest single since their Zurui Zurui Ne back in October of last year. You can check out more information about this on our site. And, Ryo Sashihara of AKB fame is kind of taking more of a precedence with this track. And she said that it's a more controversial one, but you can check more about that on our site.
All right, next up is Japanese Johnny's boy group Six Tones has announced their second single called Navigator, which is due out on June 3rd. This is hot on the heels of their number 1 debut single, Imitation Rain. It will be very anticipated. You can watch their Imitation Rain music video on our website. You can also pre-order all the editions of Navigator as well, as it comes in several.
And continuing on up, the vocalist Risa Satosaki released a brand new track called Stay Home on our official YouTube channel. She pretty much wrote the song with a simple premise due to the ongoing lovely crisis that were going on worldwide to stay at home to avoid the spread for this crisis. She commented, although it might be hard to do such a simple act, through the power of music she hopes to offer a ray of sunshine and promises that we should get through this together. So also stay home, please, for the love of God. You can check the song out on our site along with the music video.
I second that as well. Everyone stay home.
And continuing on up, ahead of their April 15th release, the 3-member rock band Regret Girl released the music video for their track Spring on their official YouTube channel. It is really amazing, and I've been really liking Regret Girl as of late. They are a band to keep your eye on, for sure. They're one of those bands that I've been kind of following on the download there, and they are going out with a bang with this song, so go check it out. You can check out all the information about this on our site, as long as the pre-order link for Spring on our site as well. It only comes out a standard edition. And then continuing on up, it is vocalist Akiko Yamade announced that she will be releasing a brand new single called Pierce on April 29th. This will be her latest release since her song Natsu no Koi no Owari back in July of last year, and will be her 4th single overall. You can check out more information about this on our site, as long with the song Sangatsu Nante as well. And continuing on up, it is the lovely boy band Cubers announced that they will be releasing their first major label debut album called Majors of Cuber on June 24th, and will include all the lovely previously released major label singles such as Wow and Major Boy. They look to hit the ground running even more so with this upcoming release, and will drop with 13 tracks total. You can check out more information about this on our site, and pre-orders links are also there. along with the music video for WoW on our site as well. I don't think they made it with on the Oricon for this track, which is kind of ruining their reputation because they did so well the first 2 singles. I remember that.
I do too, and I'm actually very excited for this, as I really like Hubers, and I can't wait to see where they're going to go from here in their new album.
Yeah, that's for darn sure. And continuing on up, it is Music Corner alum Millet released the music video for her tracks The Love We Made on her official YouTube channel. This is to be the lead track for one of her upcoming albums, Eyes, which is set to release on May 13th. And what's interesting is this is produced by Toru of the rock band One OK Rock fame. Proceeds to have a more vocal heavy melody that Millet is known for, albeit with a nice twist. You can check out all that on our site along with the pre-order links for Eyes as well.
Check it out. That song is amazing.
Continuing on up, it is the member of the popular female idol group Momoriro Clover Z, Ayaka Sasaki, announced that she'll be breaking it off on her own and releasing a brand new solo album called Arin Assort on June 11th. For fans of Sasaki, this date is a memorable one as it doubles as her birthday, and plans to celebrate this monumental occasion with her fans with this release. Not as known much about this release, except that it will release with 2 editions, but you can check out all the information about this on our site, along with a live performance of her Ayaka Nation that was back in last year in Yokohama Arena. Continuing on up, it is the rock band Radwimps revealed that they will be dropping a brand new digital-only single called Neko Jirashi on our site. Honestly, I'm just going to skip over this one because it already got released, and we're going to talk more about it. Industry veteran Saiko Suzuki announced that she'll be releasing a best of album titled All Time Best Album on May 27th. And this is to kick off her 30th year in the industry. Suzuki handpicked all of these songs to represent each year of her music career. She commented on the selection process, saying while it was hard to choose only 30 songs out of her 150 plus catalog of songs, she felt that the songs that she chose will help us look forward to the future with hope, especially in these trying times. You can check out all the information about this on our site along with the pre-order links.
So next up is Japanese actor turned singer Harumo Miura announced his second single entitled Night Driver, which is set to be released early this summer. The announcement came on Harumo-san's 30th birthday, which was on April 5th. Night Driver is actually produced by Yuki Sujimura, who also works with the group Hinatazaka 46. You can read a little bit more about the information on our site and also check out the music video from his first single, Fight for Your Heart, while we wait for more announcements on Night Driver.
And continuing on, vocalist Ken Hirai released a music video for his track Kaibutsu-san featuring Aimyon on his official YouTube channel. Oh, sorry, I have to fix that. It's Kaibutsu-san featuring Aimyon. As the title implied, she will be featured very heavily throughout the song. Hirai wrote the song thinking that no one else could bring this song to life except Aimyon, and a direction that pulled off very, very successfully as her vocal style synergizes very, very well with his. The track is currently across all digital streaming platforms, unfortunately for Japan only, but check out the music video in question on our site.
I hope this comes available for us soon because I love me some Aimyon, and Hirai Ken is amazing, so them together is just like music to my ears, literally.
Yeah, he is a great vocalist, and I've been enjoying the song. The music video is amazing.
So next up is Rotten Grafty drops their new music video that is in promotion for their greatest hits album. Their new music video is entitled Hiroi Dead, and it is promoting their 20th anniversary album, which is entitled Rotten Graffiti. You are Rotten Grafty. You are Rotten Grafty. You can check out the track listing, links, and music video on our site.
And continuing on up, it is the lovely heavy metal rock band The Slut Banks, I'm gonna I kind of like facepalm every single time I say this out loud, but the Slut Banks announced that they'll be releasing a brand new album called Rock and Roll to the Max on May 13th. This will be the latest album released by them since Noise the Ripper back in April of last year, and will be their 10th album overall. Not much is known except they'll release with 15 tracks total, and their lead track Sakura Hanabira is made available across all digital streaming platforms. You can check out all the information about it on our site, as long as their music video Trap on our site as well. It's very interesting to kind of look at them. I didn't know what to expect when I saw the name Slutbanks, but I was like, okay.
I wasn't sure either. They're actually pretty interesting, and I always like a good metal band. Very interesting name, though. I mean, it gets you really intrigued because you want to see what they look like and what they sound like.
Yes, that's for darn sure. But yeah, continuing on up, it is the 3-member rock band Urabangare announced that they will be releasing their first ever authorized biography on April 27th, mysteriously called Polka Dot Autobiography Urban Chronicle. It will cover the early years of the band's formation, along with all the scandalous information that came with the band's lead up for their illustrious 12-year career. You can check out all the information about this on our site, along with the music video for their track Kotoba Urui on our site as well. Continuing on up, it is the lovely Aimer, as after the successful release of her single Haruwa Yuku /Marie, she announced that she'll be releasing full versions of several of her music videos to celebrate the fact that she just made 1 million subscribers on her YouTube channel. And it'll be 10 videos in total, which will run across 2014 and 2019. And you can check out all the music video news which was released on our site, as long as the first music video, We Are Too, on our site as well.
That is some exciting news. All right, so next up is Yasurere, and she is one of our Music Corner veterans, is taking us through the dark in her newest single, which comes hot on the trail of her latest album that just dropped last month. So, her latest single, Through the Dark, will be released on May 27th and will include several additions, which you can find on our site. It is being used for the fantasy anime Shiro Neko Project Zero Chronicle, and it is the ending theme. You can check out the music video, track listing, and links on our website.
Continuing on up, it is Music Corner alum Shia Summer released the music video for her track Kirei ni Kimi o Aishitai on her official YouTube channel. Kicking off the 4th anniversary of her Shia Summer solo project, Miko brings out her upbeat and quirky self with this one, and is composed by the lovely brother-sister unit Plastic. You can check out more information about this on our site, and it's across all digital streaming platforms in America also and internationally, so you can go check it out.
All right, next up is Egoist teams up with M2U for a new single. Those of you who don't know who Egoist is, they are a pop music duo who is known for a lot of their anime songs such as Psycho-Pass and Guilty Crown. They are teaming up with the popular Korean composer M2U for a brand new single titled Saigo no Hanabira, The Meaning of Love, which comes out, or actually came out, on April 13th. The song combines a melancholy piano melodies with powerful vocals by Shelley. You can check out more information about this on our site, and also check out their newest song, Welcome to the Fam.
And continuing on up, it is the lovely vocalist Mizuki Ohida. Ahead of her upcoming album release, she dropped the music video for her track Moonlight, featuring Bito Nana Okta, on Spin Coaster's official YouTube channel. This song is set to be one of the lead tracks for her album In Any Way, which will be releasing on April 29th. You can check out more information about this on our site. It's very, very interesting. I really love the calming effect that she has with her vocals. It's something that cannot be missed here, and she will probably be an upcoming music corner for me. Also ahead of their April 29th release, the four-member rock band Awesome City Club dropped the music video for their track Vital Sign on their official YouTube channel, set to be the lead track for their upcoming album Grow Apart. They hit the ground running not only with the music video, but the track being released on all digital streaming platforms, turning fans' expectations on their head once again. It is an upbeat track brought to life through the onion skin style of animation, which might seem unique to modern animation, but for those who are out of the box idea, like what Awesome City Club does, it matches perfectly. You can check out more information about this on our site along with the album pre-order links as well. And lastly, for regular news here, this is something near and dear to my heart. It is the lovely Bushiroad, the multimedia project that they handle called Bang Dream, announced that they will be taking a different creative path as they will be adapting a project as a stage show. Starting on July 15th through the 19th, across 9 showings, this stage show will be dubbed Bang Dream, the Stage, and Bushiroad will be adapting the beginning legacy of the band called Reiza Sulin and how it intertwines to the overarching story of the Bang Dream franchise. This particular stage show, titled We Are Reiza Sulin, will feature all 5 members of the band reprising the roles for the stage show, along with 7 more guests planning to appear in the performance as well. What's interesting is the key visual that they show for it actually has them looking fairly similar to how their characters are dressed and how they do their makeup for in the anime. So I really like that, and I look forward to this release. No other information about the stage show is available at the time of reporting. However, tickets will start at 9,500 yen with S and SS seating made of range for purchase as well. The way that they'll do it is, like all idol things, will be available via a lottery system, which you have to buy via Drive Us Crazy, which was released past in January. You can check out all the information about this on our site, along with the trailer for the stage show on our site as well. I can't wait. I really want to see this because I love stage shows first. And I would like to see how they handle stage shows. The lead singer, Rachel, the person on the top of the key visual, she was actually part of the Resident Evil stage show way back when. So she's not a beginner, so to speak, of how stage shows are run. So it'd be interesting to see nonetheless.
I totally agree. I think that'd be very, very interesting.
But with that, let's continue on here to the Oricon. Unfortunately, we would like to have all 3 of our members here to do the music corner, and we'll hype that up just a little bit more until next week, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, let's continue on to our Oricon here. And this week definitely got hit with the stay-at-home movement. Very much so.
Oh, it did. I mean, you can really see it in the charts, and it's very interesting how artists are having to change, how releases are done, and actually not just the artists, the record labels, and curious to see what the future will hold with what's going on.
Yeah, that's for darn sure. It's very interesting how they're going to do this now, because I don't know how much the physical plants are shut down. I'm pretty sure a lot of them are becoming shut down to the point that they can't print CDs no more. So it's interesting how Japan is going to handle this from here on out. But
yeah, and also with Amazon not only shipping essential items, that also affects people trying to buy them off Amazon Japan and get them instead of going in stores, which a lot of people can just go to Tower Records, HMV, and I feel like buying online, with a lot of stores shut down, that affects a lot of people.
Oh yeah, no, I was very scared of not getting my Ainaiba CD because of that.
Oh yeah, I'm lucky I got my Mumo order before the shutdown happened. I ordered Kodakumi's fan club stuff, and I was crossing my fingers I got that, and some CD Japan stuff too, because I made some orders on there.
But yeah, let's continue on to the Oricon here. And first up, it is number 10 with Anata ga iru koto by Uru. This song, fan freaking tastic. I love it. I already downloaded it, and it's been one of the songs that's been in the background also while I'm playing games or editing and stuff like that. It's fantastic. Nothing more I can say.
Yep, I just bought the album because I love this song so much, so hopefully I get it.
And this week it sold a lovely 11,625 points. And going on up, it is Official Hige Dandism's newest track, Parabola, at number 9. And this one was interesting. I don't want to say that it's bad, but it's very interesting that they didn't continue the way of thought that they did with Yesterday and I Love and Pretender. They did a little bit something different, which I love. I don't mind that, and it's probably one of the better songs of the week for me.
Yeah, I think this was one of the my favorite tracks of the week that's new to the Oricon because a lot of the other ones are ones we heard last week. But I liked how unique this song was, as like you said, it's different than a lot of their other songs, and I'm glad they're trying something unique and it stands out. And I think it's a beautiful ballad and it's an interesting take in what they did with this one.
Yes, yes, that's for darn certain. And hopefully we'll get to talk more about this with Gray next week. Hopefully he'll get to be able to listen to this track as well.
I hope so too.
Regardless, Parabola sold a lovely 12,136 points. And going on up, it is number 8, Hakijitsu by King New. Still going strong. Nothing more we can say, right?
Nope.
Nope, nope, nope. But this week it sold a lovely 12,875 points. And going on up to number 7, it is Neko Jarashi by the lovely band Rad Whips. So this was only made available download only. So it's on Apple Music too, but I don't know if it's available on Spotify as of yet.
This was a very interesting one. I mean, I for me I felt like I enjoyed it, but it also felt like a typical Radwim's ballad, and it didn't stand out as some of their other tracks did.
No, that's for darn sure. And, I love Radwimps, and a lot of what they do is always very, very, very interesting. And I don't know. It seemed very by the book for them. I still hear the Kimi no Nawa soundtrack and was it the
Tenki no Ko? Tenki no
Tenki
Ko?
no Weathering to You, but not only that, but what was the ending song? Not Nandemo Aya, I believe that is for her. I think like that ballad song was such good that it changed my thought of them, and it set the bar of what Radwip's ballads needs to be, and Neko Jarashi wasn't fitting that bill, so to speak.
That's kind of
Which
how I felt.
Which it's a decent song, don't get me wrong, but like a couple of how Radwimps has been doing with all of these anime songs as of late, they've been setting the bar for them just so much.
They set it so high that it's hard to top what they last did. I think that's how I saw the song is I thought this is great, but it's not like their previous ones which stick with you a lot more than this one did. And I don't know if it's because, when you see it in a theatrical movie, especially when it fits with the storyline, it really grabs you. I don't know if it's that aspect or if it just doesn't have that same impact as, their last one, which when it just sets the bar so high that you can't top it.
Yeah, and I think that's mostly it. Like I said, Ramos has been there forever, and it's just a lot of things that I feel with them. that they do a lot of moving emotional work, and this wasn't hitting that level, unfortunately. Which isn't to say it's bad by any means. It's an amazing song. Go and get it if you guys can. But if you are a fan who knows of them through Weathering to You and Your Name and stuff like that, and expect the same type of dramatic and emotional pull that a lot of the songs that they did for this, you might be just a little disappointed, just to say that, but not not too much, I would say, but you might be slightly disappointed.
Yeah, so I agree. I think you spoke it very well on how, how I think we both feel about it. I'm pretty sure we feel about equal on this one.
But yeah, regardless, Neko Jarashi sold a lovely 15,170 points. And going on up, it is Gorenge by Lisa. Wow, this thing is not dying anytime soon. And this week it sold a lovely 16,166 points. It's interesting. It's good to see her career on the rise, but that puts a lot of pressure on her next release. It really does.
Oh, it does. With how huge Gurenge has been, it has just blown up beyond belief, which I'm very happy for Lisa, but I cannot imagine how she feels trying to find something to top this one.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's gonna be very interesting to see how she handles it. But regardless, this week Gorenge sold a lovely 16,166 points. And going on up to is Pretenders by Official Hige Dandism. Today, the day that we are recording, is the 1 year anniversary of Pretenders' release. And it's only missed the charts like maybe a handful of times. But besides that, it's been on the charts every single week. So congratulations to Official Hige Dandism. Pretenders is the song that put them on the map to the mainstream public. And we can't wait for more by them, as we saw with Parable and Yesterday and I Love. It's interesting to see how they've grown within the last year.
Oh yeah, they have grown immensely, and I cannot believe it's been on here this long. It's amazing how this one track, Pretender, has just blown up, and I still love the song. And I'm so happy that Official Hige has really been set on the map, and they've continued to still produce amazing tracks currently. And I'm glad, it's neat to see all three on here this week.
Oh yeah, that's for darn sure. That is for darn sure. But regardless, Pretenders sold a lovely 16,429 points. And continuing on up, it is once again by Nogizaka 46, Shiawase no Hogo Shoku. Say what you will about this song, it's still selling great for Mai Shirashi's last single, and I can't say more about it.
I can't either. I'm sure you've already heard my feelings on this one too.
Regardless, it sold a lovely 21,404 points this week. And continuing on up, it is I Love by Official Hige Dandism. So this is interesting. I Love has been kind of on the charts off and on. I think it only missed like maybe 4 or 5 times since its release. But I kind of don't want to see this is the thing with how we do the charts with this. We do the streaming and download along with the physical release because it's kind of boring if you just only do physical. But there's a crux with that because we keep on seeing the same like 7 or so songs on here. But not that I don't mind, but I Love had immensely got popular because of how Pretender did, and the streaming and downloads broke the bank, so to speak, with how the song sold. But it's good to see it on here nonetheless. But this week it sold a lovely 22,943 points. And continuing on up, it's number 2, once again, My Ochidu Hanabita by 17. Say what you will about the rapping, per Gray. This song was a solid track. It made me pay attention just a little bit more about 17.
I did the same. I started to look into their Korean discography after this.
Yeah, and this week it sold a lovely 33,000 922 points. And continuing on, it is number one, Moving On by Sandame J Soul Brothers from Exile Tribe. Now, this is interesting. 2019 was their year. I'm not gonna lie. Last year was their year, to the point that one of their songs last year was one of my favorite songs of all time. And I don't know how to feel about Moving On. It doesn't feel like that momentum from 2019 kind of continued on with this song, but I don't know.
It feels kind of like an afterthought of 2019.
Yeah, it feels kind of like that, and I think like how they originally planned this, they wanted a more triumphant way to enter 2020, but how everything was going on, I don't think they could have been like, well, just hold on for the release. I think they just needed to count their losses and deal with it. But their double A side, the White Wings and Fuyu Soda was just simply amazing for a ballad, and to kind of go into a somewhat alright dance track was kind of like meh for me. I don't know. This song was all right on a whole, and you guys can watch it on the music video. The music video is available. It is really really good and a really solid song, but I was kind of on the fence with this, to be perfectly honest.
I felt the same way, as I was expecting them to come into 2020 with a huge bang. They went out on such a great way in 2019 with their two ballads. I mean, White Wings was absolutely gorgeous, and Moving On felt like it it was a good track. It was a fun song. However, it also felt more of an afterthought of them, and one you're probably going to forget released this year, which disappointed me because I love them. And I was expecting a boomin' dance track that knocks 20, is a big knockout in 2020. So I guess I'm on the fence too, just because I liked it, but it wasn't what I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, same. I think because all of their whole roundup for it was with Raise the Flag, and I think this was like, oh well, we could include this in Raise the Flag, but we want to make a grand entrance to 2020, and unfortunately, Raise the Flag was so much better in my opinion. The album as a whole. That well, I mean, it's a little bit unfair because it is an album, but I guess being released so close to Raise the Flag kind of left a little sour taste, just a little bit.
I think so too. And I maybe if they would have released this a little bit later in the year, I maybe wouldn't have felt as sour or bitter toward the track. And not that I am, it's just I felt more disappointment because, like you said, Raise the Flag was amazing and White Wings was amazing. And trying to top what they did in 2019 is very difficult, and especially starting out with something like this. And when you have something, a track or an album, even a single, that is so highly regarded to you, and then to come back with something of more of an afterthought, or this could have been on Raise the Flag as a track, and I think maybe it probably should have, but it's also easy to move certain ones they think would be big hits to a single. And that feels like what happened to me, is if you look at the music video setting, and you kind of wonder when it was filmed. So I'm kind of curious about that.
Yeah, that's for darn sure. Go watch the music video. It's available on Avix's official YouTube channel. Go and support them. And it's interesting because they filmed this in America, and not only America, they filmed this in New York. So that makes me think, when in the world did they film this? Because New York's been on lockdown since February. So that makes me think that they probably recorded this during the winter.
And
But
New York has brutal winters. I mean, you're talking about cold snow, and this looks more summery, or it looks more fall and summery. So that's the other thing I kind of wondered, did they really film this in winter?
Or maybe they filmed this when Crazy Boy was doing his solo stuff, which is probably around the same time.
And that is very true. They could have just filmed it all at once to make it easier.
Because all of New York stuff was with Crazy Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the major, like,
Donna?
yeah, like with Donut, but the major, like, landmarks to show that they're in New York was with Crazy Boy. So it's interesting, but I mean, and that could be respective to what the sales sold. It could be that I'm not too sure because of how Japan is in lockdown right now because they how the current crisis is going. Everything is going on lockdown, but it's interesting to say the least. But regardless, moving on. Sold a lovely 43,898 points. It's been a while since we haven't had a week that it didn't sell over 5,000. So
You
it's
mean over
kind of depressing.
50,000?
Over 50,000, yeah. So it's kind of depressing overall.
It is. Seeing how a lot of the numbers are, it really shows how the current crisis has taken a effect on sales. And I'm guessing what also could hurt it is a lot of people might be furloughed and they don't want to spend money right now.
Yeah, that could be it. And we get to the album side, and that's kind of a different number, but let's kind of look over here, and a lot of it is the same old things. We got King Neo at Ceremony. We got Udu again with Odeon Blue and Official Hige with Traveler. We got F Blood with Positive. We got Chum Min's first mini album Chocolate. It's a lovely Korean group there. We got Tokyo Jihan with News on there too. And lastly, it's Juju with Your Story. And, I love Juju.
I do too.
It's
I'm
sold,
so excited.
it's sold better than Moving On. And that's an album.
And it's
You think
a high priced
pretty
album. It's about
expensive.
50 USD.
Yeah. So I'm not too sure. Maybe people were anticipating Juju's stuff a little bit more, or maybe they saw the writing on the wall when they heard the song on digitally for Moving On, and they're like, I don't know about this kind of thing. That kind of tells you of how the music industry is somewhat changing in Japan, and we'll get to see it firsthand.
Yeah, we will. And I will say the one about Juju, I'm kind of not surprised because it was 4 discs. And you think about all the songs of hers, this is like the one best album that would be a great addition if you don't have anything by her already. So I'm kind of surprised it sold as much as it did, but I'm not because if you have all your albums, you probably wouldn't need this. But if you don't, like me, I don't have all her albums. I have maybe 4 of them. So I picked this one up. But it's interesting to see, I still was hoping it'd sell a little bit better, but with everything going on, I'm glad it at least made over 50,000.
Yeah, that's for darn sure. That is for darn sure. Regardless, I want to say thank you very much for listening to this week's episode of Engaku to You. You can find us on all the lovely social media sites such as Twitter and Instagram on Ongaku to You. You can find the podcast on Ongaku to You via the YouTube channel. Just look that up. It's the same as the name of the show. You can find the site at ongakutoyou.com. And don't forget to look at our affiliates. First is Koryu Hunter. He is a Twitch streamer doing all the spooky games. And you can check him out at twitch.tv/KoryuHunter, KYORYUHUNTER. You can check out our other affiliate, Timbertaff. He is a Twitch streamer in his own right. And checking all the lovely Witcher things, you can check him out at twitch.tv/Timbertaff, TIMBERTAFT. You can also check out our new affiliate, Rose. She is your sister, Luna, and you can check out her on twitch.tv/RainstarKitty, RAINSTARKITTY, and she mostly streams runes.
RuneScape and Monster Hunter. So, and yep, she's going through those two right now.
But yeah, you can also follow me. You can also follow the gaming podcast that I do with Lou and Timber called Podosaurus. You can look it up via Koryu Hunter on YouTube, same as the Twitch TV handle. I actually spoke a lot on this one because we were talking about Resident Evil 3, surprisingly, and Final Fantasy 7. So if you want to hear a lot of my points on those two games, go take that a listen. And you can check me out on Twitter at OTYKen1. You can follow Gray at OngakуGray. You can follow Rentford at RentfordD. And where can we find you, Luna?
You can find me on Letterboxd, My Anime List, and Twitter at LunaMaria87, and Nerdy Collector Luna on Instagram.
But yeah, with that, I want to say once again, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Ongaku Ryu. I'm your host, Ken, saying thank you very much, and have a great day. Aloha.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. This is Luna, signing off. Ja mata ne.